what may seem like it's quicker now can actually take a lot longer in the long run.
And
And
I think that's one of the things that holds a lot of people back because they don't feel like doing some of these things. It doesn't sound fun. But the problem is if you don't do something that doesn't sound fun, like brushing your teeth, at some point in time in your life, you're not going to have good teeth anymore. And then you're going to wish you had gone back and done all these things right the first time. And so I think we need to
not the
get over
bad.
that. I don't feel like it feeling.
This kind of reminds me of Andrea, although she has perfect teeth. Uh, so not that part, but we were just out to lunch yesterday, and I had just remembered we started out and she was a bartender at Applebee's. I had forgot that was so long ago. And she ended up waiting on us like every night that we went in there. She would always be our bartender. She'd even walk away from the bar and take care of us at a table when we were sitting at a table. And then she started working for your company and doing a bunch of office work. Then she wanted to make more. She ended up hiring people. Now she runs her own crew. And she's not just working for my construction company, but she's doing a lot of painting for a local college, really running and bringing in a lot of money. And she was talking about how if she still had a job, she would have had to take 6 weeks off last year because she was sick for like a week, her kid was sick, her dad. And without the babysitter of her parents, she couldn't possibly have held down a job. And how many jobs would you have let you take that much time off without firing you? Not to mention the trip to Disney World and all these other things. So it was very difficult for her to get started, just like everybody trying to break out of where you are. She had to let go of the paycheck every Friday and the tips every night or whatever they get. And she had to go for the long term. It cost her a lot of money from the mistakes people made, but she always made it right, which is why we gave her so much work. She fixed all of the mistakes the guys working for her made. And then you just went over and did drywall. And I said, who was doing that? She goes, oh, it wasn't me. It was this other guy. I said, well, he's just not very good. He put the drywall on quickly and not that good. And then it took you guys that day you went to work with Ethan and help him paint. You guys couldn't paint
yep.
until you sanded drywall. How many of you were sanding for how many hours to get
Three
all the
of
work?
us for about an hour and a half. It was way longer than it should have
So
been.
4.5 hours of sanding just on minor little patches. It's not like you were doing a whole room. That is way too much sanding. If you would have done it right the first time, if you would have put the drywall on thin and neat, then you wouldn't have had all that work later.